Good morning, everybody. This is Ryan with Just Fire, just doing coaching. Just finishing up my morning workout. Coming up on the train tracks here. I don't know if I hear a train or not, if I should book it across these tracks. Anyway, I was on the phone with a potential client on a complimentary session a couple days ago, and what came up for this person was he wants to start a business for himself because he's concerned that the company he's working for is going to leave town and leave him jobless. And so he wants to figure out what business he could get into, and the business he was looking at is real estate. So I got on the call and I'm like, you know, real estate, 95% of all the wealth in this country is from real estate, so that's an excellent choice. However, I asked him what kind of business experience he had, and it's a gentleman in his mid-30s, and he's had 2 yard sales in his entire life, yet he wants to go buy property. Probably not the best place to start your business. So I asked him why real estate, and he goes, I just think there's a lot of money in it. And many of you that watch my videos, money's not everything. You know, you got to do what you love. You have to have a little bit of passion. There's got to be a reason to get up every morning other than money, because if money's the only thing, once it gets hard, you'll go right back into your comfort zone and say, hey, fuck it, I've got this far along without a lot of money, and this is way too hard, so let's just throw in the towel. And that's not what my coaching's all about. Anyway, I asked him what his top 3 goals were, and he's in some, he needs to take care of some things financially first, which was his number 1 goal, which is amazing because nobody wants to start a business in the hole or a new venture in the hole because it's going to make it that much more difficult. You don't always need a lot of capital, but you don't need to be digging yourself deeper in debt. But his next 2 goals were not in line with what he wanted to do, which is to eventually have a business that could set him financially free from a job. His next goal was to build a workstation in his home so that he could do his hobby, which is making things. And then his last goal was to, and these are goals he sat down with his wife with, and the last goal was to fix the floors in his house. So we talked about these goals, and I talked about opportunity cost. And for those of you who don't understand opportunity cost is those opportunities that come up because you spent your funds somewhere else, or even your time somewhere else, that when this opportunity arises, that you can't take advantage of it. And I'll use the same example that I used with this gentleman, which was, suppose you have a friend who has a cell phone. I use the iPhone, and your friend cracked his screen, or he lost his phone, and he goes to Apple or AT&T or Verizon or wherever he has his carrier, and he says, I need a new phone. And they say, well, you're within your 2-year contract, and a new phone, the same one you had, is going to cost you approximately $599 plus taxes. And you're like, damn, I don't want to spend $600 right now on a phone, but I need a phone. Now you find somebody right after that that has a crack in their screen, and they're outside of their 2-year warranty or 2-year contract, and they go and get that new phone, and now they're stuck with a phone with a cracked screen. Slightly cracked, but nonetheless cracked. Sit there and look at that person and say, hey, how much you want for that phone? Well, I just spent $200 on the new phone. Hey, what if I were to give you $200 for that phone? Opportunity. If you don't have that $200 because you're spending it on flooring in your home or building a station that hasn't brought you any income yet, then guess what? You're wasting your money. Because now there's an opportunity that's on your floor, and all you get to do is walk on it. And yes, we all like to live in a beautiful house, but not in a beautiful house when we're in debt. That's not the first thing you need to fix. The first thing you need to fix is your finances. So what I said is, look, there's opportunities like this everywhere. When you recognize them, you need to be able to take advantage of them. So what I said is, now you have this $200 phone that you just paid $200 for. It's worth, Let's just say it's worth $400 in the market. But you're not greedy because that's a friend over there that needs a phone and he's willing to spend $350 on the phone. You say, you start at $350. He says, man, I could give you $300. That's half an area's a crack. And you know what? Done deal. You just made $100, and now you have $300 to possibly go buy 2 more iPhones at $150 a pop if you strike the right deal. The other opportunity cost is your time. And many of us at some point in our life, or all of us at some point in our life, worked a job or a job. And a job doesn't afford us the time abilities to go and do what we want. We're not out in the marketplace finding deals simply because we're at someone else's office making deals for them, and we are somebody else's leverage. So the more time that you could have free to recognize opportunities, and the more money that you have free, the more money that you could put in your pocket. The other thing that he wanted to do, which was build a workstation, I'll share this with you, is another opportunity cost. He doesn't know, because we basically got into it and said, listen, real estate isn't your thing. I asked him what he likes to do. He likes to build things. I said, what do you mean by build things? He goes, you give me a piece of wood, a piece of metal, a piece of anything. He goes, I can envision it in my mind and I can make it with my hands. I said, are you passionate about that? He said, absolutely. I said, well, if you do that now and you currently do it, you need to start making things and find a way to sell it. Craigslist, eBay, Amazon, friends, family, Facebook, whatever it may be. But make a couple pieces and see how they sell. Hone your business skills, your small business skills. After you do that, then you could scale it larger. If you're making enough income that you want to build that workstation, or you could step away from that job, do so, but not until you have a proven business plan. You're going to have to fail a lot in order to succeed. Why? Because you've never done it before. So what I described to him within the workstation, he goes, well, I need a workstation to build things. And no, you don't. What you need is to build things and yield some money and some income so that you can go and build a workstation. See, everybody has the impression that they need to have an office space in order to hold a meeting to make money or make sales. No, you need to go and make sales so that you could purchase an office space. You need to have sales so that you have income. You need to have sales so that you have a product to actually make. Listen, what if you were to go on and sell 50 of a particular item, but yet he only made 2 and he had a prototype? Guess what? You get to working because you already have sales. You have money come in. You have proven buyers that are ready to, that have given you money, hopefully, and you tell them the ship dates in 2-3 weeks, however long it would take you to make these products. You find the people, you make the sale, make the product then. Make sales, then get your product. Guys, this is Ryan from Justifier. Just Do It Coaching. We're talking about opportunity cost today. You go out there and create opportunities for you, but don't do it before you have taken care of your opportunity time and resources, so that when you recognize the opportunities, you can take advantage. Don't be a victim of losing due to the opportunity cost. Have a fantastic day. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We'll make another video.